Hey everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just coming on to share a small project. I am part of a small group over on Instagram, the hashtag Crafty Dares, which is hosted by Tina at Tell Him Thank You. Hi Tina. There's just a couple of us in the group, but we have a good time and we are given 3 prompts each week. Somebody in the group picks them. This week we are to make a Z fold card, Z as in zebra. Used distressed edges and some cheesecloth. So I used this paper pad here, Simple Vintage Meadow Flowers. Really pretty pad. Been using it quite a bit. Pinks and purples. Oh, I used this scene in my card, but so pretty. And then I also used a sheet from this pad, Pumpkin and Spice by Prima. I used this sheet here. And here is my card, Z-fold card. I don't really go outside of my comfort zone. I pretty much make the standard top fold or side folding 4.5 by 5.5 or 4.25 by 5.5 inches cards. Can't say that well. But anyways, I thought this came out pretty cool. I found a simple tutorial that I will leave in the description box below. But you cut your 8.5 by 11 cardstock in half. And I scored it at 2 1/8, I believe it was, and then at 4 1/4. So very cool how this worked out. So I used that pumpkin spice, this greenish blue paper. This was a journaling card, and I layered it with some mauve cardstock. I got a little schmutzy on the back of it. But here was that scene. I thought that was so pretty. This here was a little bit smaller, and I seen where a lot of times a sentiment could be written here, so I thought if I wanted to do that I could add an inset of some white cardstock here. I did see some examples where they would make a top fold here and put the sentiment underneath the top page here, but I didn't do that here. But anyways, I really enjoyed how this came out. I did take a piece of this cardstock and put it on the back as well. I actually meant for it to be on this side, but it was late and I messed up because I wanted to give a little more weight over here, but it turned out just fine. I had a little butterfly sticker and then I stamped and signed it. My first attempt is not finished yet, but I used this Sweet Miss Daisy paper pad, the Bzzz. I used this wonderful blue and the little bees here, and I thought I had purchased the stamp set. I think it's like a handmade, has some different elements to it from Sweet Miss Daisy, and I did not, so I think I'm going to purchase that in the near future. I thought I would layer up some circle dies and add that bee and a sentiment on it. So once I get that, I'm going to hang on to this and finish it off at some point. But so cute. All right, guys, that is my little crafty share for the evening. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. Would love it if you give me a thumbs up. Would love it if you consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.